Hi, friends. This is Teresa, and I was talking earlier about going live and doing a card technique that I wanted to try. So, here is what I want to do. I have a die cut, a die that I used. It's this one, and I'm going to take and figure this technique out. I've never done it before. So here you're going to get a chance to see all my boo-boos and mistakes and everything. And I just want to say hi, Melody. How you doing? Um, Thank you for being here, darling. And I just want to try this new card technique out. And so I made the. Here's the die that I used to make the cut. Here's the die cut right here. Hi, Sherry. Here's the die cut that I made, and here's the mask that I'm going to use. First of all, I need to figure out where I want my cut to be on my card, and so I kind of don't know if I want it centered or pushed up a little bit. Hey, Beth, how are you doing, darling? Um, on my card, and so I don't know if I want it up so that I can put a sentiment under it in the middle so I can use the top and bottom as a sentiment, or what. If I can ever get my camera to where you can see what I'm doing, I'll be okay. Um, anyway, what I got to do is lay this out to where I want it. Okay. Oh, thanks, Sherry. It takes a bit of work for this one because of all the intricate details on it, but it is worth it, don't you think? I just love it. And this, I wanted to use black, of course, and the reason why is because I'm going to use this mask on it here, and I'm going to put colors. I'm gonna lay this out, and I'm gonna color it with inks. Like underneath of it, I'm gonna do colors under it. Um, First time I've ever done it, so Hey, Dawn, how are you? Um, I guess I don't have the ink that it's gonna take for me to do my do the things that you did. It's not a stamp. It's a die cut, Dawn. Um, See, it's a die cut. It's a die. I love die cutting. Yeah, that's just me. Okay, so what I want to do is figure out how I want to lay it out. If I want it with the larger flower up or down, all the things that you got to figure out when you're making a card. You got to make sure that you've got it to where it's opening the way you want it to, whether you want it to open this way or that. And so if you want it to open like a flip open card, so that you can stand it up, maybe um, to look at. Ah, thank you. Yes, me too. I love floral. Um, so I was thinking I might do it this way. And in case you don't know, this is just a half a sheet of an 8.5 by 11 cardstock, and I cut it in half. And the measurements for it is I take it longwise, and I cut it the 11 on the 11-inch side. I cut it at 5.5. Okay, that's the only cut I make on the card itself, and it makes an A4 card, I think they said. Anyway, um, I'm trying to figure out whether I want it to open this way or this way. You know, I like them both ways. Anyway, at an 8.5 by 11 piece of cardstock, and I may do it this way. Move this to the left side, and come down the side here with a sentiment like happy birthday or a thinking of you or get well soon, because this floral could be for a man, for a woman, um, any way you want to do it. So what I want to do is I want to figure, do I want the little flower up or the big flower up? Lots of decisions, right? Okay, so um, what do y'all think? The big or the little up? Anyway, um, so once I figure out that, then I've got to figure out this, okay? Because I got to figure this out. Because it's kind of like working a puzzle, right? There we go. I think that's it. Maybe, maybe not. Here we go. It's kind of like working a puzzle, right? You've got to get it just right. Because when you get through, you got to put that puzzle together there. And then I got to leave this laying here. And I've got to make sure that stays sturdy right there, so that I can come back in here and do it this way. Right, the big side up. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put the little one down. So I'm gonna hold that in place and see, because I want that to stay down. And of all the nerve, I done moved my ink pads, of course, and I should have had them right here so I could get to them. And I did have them right here so I could get to them. But I guess I moved them again. Ow. My wrist has been giving me trouble, so you know. Anyway, what I'm going to end up doing. Let's see, I've got my green one right, my green ink pad right here. I've got this one. Sit there, just sit right there, because I know that's supposed to be right here. My a while back, Beth sent me some ink, some of her extra inks, so that I would have some ink uh, to do some stamps that we did. We did a tissue paper stamp swap in Beth's group a while back. I enjoyed that, so um, I got to get all this stuff situated again. I'm sorry, I got the hiccups too, y'all. They just started when I got online. Well, you know it. Doesn't everything happen when you're online, right? So, anyway, I also have a Happy Mail that I received in the mail today from Beth. I got paper dolls. And so I'll open it in just a minute. But I've got my, this one. It's kind of a berry color, and then I've got my green. And I wanted to use a different one too, a lighter color with them. But now I can't find my lighter color, and I know I had it right here. But I've done hidden my stuff from me again. So y'all have to look over that, and I'll just use these two colors. I like to use the three. But on this one, this is an experiment to see if I can figure out how to do it anyway. So, this one here, if I can remember how to do this. I did it, look. I did it. Okay, so this one here, what I want, and this is like a mask here, of course. And I'm going to take and I'm going to go around the edge. It slipped. You see that card under there slipping? Anyway, so uh, it slipped on me. Anyway, that's why you do the experiments first, right? See what you need to do. Okay, then I have this one here that I want to use, and I want to use it in the center. Okay, but I want to do it really lightly because it's in the middle. All right, and I was going to take a lighter color and put around the edge of it. I don't think it's going to be really bad, but it's not going to be what I wanted. And I had the big part up, so anyway, it comes out where the color shows through and everything. There we go. So what do y'all think? Do y'all think that color's going to be okay under it, or should I put a little, hey sister, good to see you there. Anyway, this is what I'm working with, and of course, I need this, of course, a little darker in the center so that my green will show up. My green's just not showing, is it? But once I get it on my card, I want the black, but I want the green to show too, right? So, oops, big one goes up. So when I get this all glued down, and everything, of course you see the shadows right now, but you'll be able to see it. And if I had 3 colors, I would have layered it this way or across or something like a rainbow kind of thing. And I really, and I need to find me another color because I didn't make that one quite dark enough, but I don't really want it all one color. So I need to find me a different color, but I've got a black, but I really don't want to use black because then it won't show up great. So I may go back to the berry, and my wrist has been giving me troubles again. They're talking about we might have some storms, afternoon storms, and everything. And so I'm going to splatter a little bit around the edge here to show that up a little bit better. Not rub it or anything like that, because this cardstock is just not the best in the world to do this with. Come on now, I know you flip back over. And so now, there we go. I think y'all, I lost part of my tip because this tip is bigger than what it used to be, I believe. I think it had a needle point coming out, and I think I might have it might have stuck to my. Okay, sister, you get some rest, okay? It might have stuck to my other needle that I pulled out and I lost. So what I need to do is I need to come here and just tip it, because this glue dries pretty quickly. And I will do a different one, and say you want to make a black card, you can use white on it, and use I don't know, iridescent colors maybe on the black to let me get that down pretty good here. There we go. There we go. Turn loose of the card here. There we go. Now, get it down pretty good, and I can lift it up and kind of show you what it looks like. And see, I still need to put that down and that down, and but that's the new technique I wanted to try out, and I think it's going to come out good once I get it right. Don't y'all? As you can see, it slipped here and here. But what I'm going to have to do, and I see that now, is I'm going to have to make this piece. I'm going to have to cut it off, and I'm going to have to take it, and I'm going to have to lay it out, like I said, and I'm going to have to use like washi tape on a couple of places uh, to hold it to where this won't slide around under this, because my hand's not strong enough. Hey, Violet, welcome, welcome. So there's what I had done. Okay, then because of Dawn, the Crafty Visage, I don't know how to link channels, and I'm going to be honest with you about that. But because of her, I ran a couple of my ATCs through. I did this out of what do you call it? This was a gel print, and I was doing that because I was learning from Fran, and I did this the other night trying to get Fran or Mad Frankie and Igor. I did the gel print the way that they did, and then Dawn said run it through, because I was just going to use the gel print and the card, and then Dawn said run it through a folder and all that stuff. Well, I did, and now I gotta find my embossing ink. Oh, thanks, Dawn. Um, I gotta find my embossing ink, and then I'm gonna rub it across like Dawn did, and I'm gonna sprinkle it, because I keep calling it triple thick, but it's ultra thick embossing powder, and then I'm gonna emboss it with the ultra thick clear. See, and so I did. I've gone that far with it. I've gotten that far, Dawn. See. Anyway, because of Fran and Violet, I did this technique that they were showing with because I don't have a lot of stencils, so I made this cardboard box thingy and made the stripes over it. I did a one base color, and then I made stripes over it, and then I went through the um, oh, you're gonna love her channel, Violet. You really are. Um, so this was what I came out with. Okay. Then I did a couple of others. Let me drag them down here. I try out all kinds of techniques, y'all. Okay, I'm trying all kinds of things, because people are always showing me stuff that I think I like, and so I go through and I try them. And all right, here's the one she was showing doing the technique with the you put the oops. I don't know if it's gonna come out or not. It's being stubborn today. But you take the smaller punches, and she used leaves and stuff like that. Well, I used some little butterflies and a coffee thing, and then I did some. I used my ink, my archival ink, so it didn't really pick up and do what Dawn's did on hers. Um, so, but you can see a little bit of the shine on it. See a little bit of the shine where it came out. But I want to do that cracked glass, and then this my foil paper gets foiled. It must be made out of plastic, because when I went to heat emboss it, it peeled it up at the bottom. But I got her on there with the and it was black ink with the ultra thick and I put her on I guess they say this is holographic paper, but it peeled it up at the bottom, so I got to figure out what to do with that. And so I don't know if y'all can see that it's embossed or not, or if it's just stamped, but it's embossed. So, hey Janet, it's good to see you. So anyway, this is what I was going to show y'all about. This is what I've been doing, is I've been experimenting with other people's ideas. Do not ask me where I learned this technique, because I don't remember. But I saw it and I thought I wrote it down, but apparently I didn't. And I'm going to have to make sure one of these days I'm going to start writing things down. I tell myself that all the time, but my memory fails me whenever I start to do it. But it's somebody that I just started watching, and so I don't remember her name yet. But when I do, I'll tell you. What is cute? My bee? Her being cute. And this one is, I called it Let's Be Friends. Okay? And like I said, my foil paper isn't great foil because you see it peeled up, so it must be plastic. And then the technique on this one, I liked it, but I ordered me a re-inker for my ink pad because my ink pad's dry. My Recollections ink pad is dry. The clear one, the clear embossing pad, it's dry. So I ordered me a re-inker, so I'm waiting on that to come in, then I'll come back, because Dawn did what she called a broken glass effect. And man, that was so pretty. And I said, I'm going to do this. And she said, be careful because it'll bleed through the back, because you got to keep heating it. Well, it's okay. I mean, if it bleeds through the back, it's something I'm going to learn. I thought the back was just as pretty as the front, though, Dawn. So, anyway, I did the coffee and I got this little teeny tiny butterfly punch where it looks like it's like a regular hole punch, but it punches out little butterflies. So I did butterflies, and you can see where I rubbed my black ink pad over it, and you can see the grunge on it. And I don't mind the grunge, but it didn't come out with the what'd you call it, Dawn? The winter window effect or something like that. Anyway, y'all need to watch that video that Dawn did about the window effect. You really do. It's black ice effect, yes. So anyway, it's called Black Ice Effect, and it's gorgeous. So anyway. Hang on just a minute, y'all. Okay. Sorry about that. I'm waiting on a phone call about my granddaughter. A cat attacked her. She's going to have a baby in a couple months. Her name's Kayla. And a cat attacked her and just tore her hand up. And and it's one of their pets. And all of a sudden it just went wild and just tore her arm up. Yesterday, and she went to the emergency room because she had so many bites on her arm, and they said she had an infection in that arm because of it, and it just happened, And then she had to go back to the emergency room today, and they put her in the hospital. So I'm waiting on a phone call to find out what they're going to do with her. So whenever I get back to subject here, whenever I get my stuff, I'm gonna do the black ice effect. I'm gonna try to do it, Dawn. I really am, and I'm gonna try to do that crackle effect. And I'm gonna rub over this one and with the ink pad, and I'm going to ultra thick it and see how it comes out and make it shine real pretty too. So I'm incorporating Dawn's technique, somebody else's technique, and Fran and Violet's technique all in one. I'm putting it all together. So I wasn't going to stay on long because I know there's other people on, and I don't want to take up anybody else's time, but I just wanted to show y'all. I had said something about doing this card effect and everything. I got to go hunt down my washi tape. I know I got plenty of washi tape, but I got to go hunt it down so I can, and my other inks, so I can get it right. Because I thought I had them right here. I really did, because I had it slid right here on the shelf. But apparently I had moved it when I moved um, my stuff around, and I still hadn't unpacked everything and put everything away yet. I will. I promise I will. Um, but thank you to Dawn. Thank you to Fran. Thank you to Violet. And thank you to whoever you are. Because I really think that's going to be a pretty card whenever I get it done. This is going to go in my sample book just to show how I did it. Along with this piece right here. I'm going to cut it down. Along with this piece here. And you can even cut it square on and just cut it to where you'll just have a small border and make it look like it's bordered on your card and show some of the white. Let me lay that down. There it is, right? Nope, this way. You can even take it and cut it square on like you want to lay it on the card, and do it like this and leave the black border around it if you want to, and make it stand out that way. I think it would look good that way. So when I get it done and everything, when I rework it and find my inks and stuff, my different colors of ink, when I rework it, then what I'm going to do is I'll post pictures of it on Facebook. And it usually shows up on my, I don't know what you call it, Instagram. And my Facebook automatically posts it to my Instagram too. So that's the technique that I was talking about. I was excited about and trying. In Lori's stream a while ago, I was telling that I had a new technique I wanted to try. So anyway, that's what I was going to work out, you know. Did I turn it over? Okay, no, I didn't. Okay, so if you want to take it one way or another, it fits back on there. I just know it does. Getting it to fit back on there is a different story, though, right? It's kind of like a puzzle. But if you wanted to cut it out to, show just the white and then have the black, that would be a real pretty card, too. What do y'all think? Yes, I'm going to show my mail. I just wanted to finish this up first, showing y'all what I was thinking about. I'm thinking about, since I did smash this one up, since I messed it up, y'all, thinking about going in and just trimming it, just, within about about an eighth of an inch all the way around it, and putting it down around the flower to keep it from showing that it's slid out from under it. So, okay, so I got my happy mail from Beth, and look, Beth, no ink, so I can send them back to you. Anyway, she sent me real pretty twinchies, but look at that. I love that little thing and all these little doodads she put on there. Isn't that pretty? And it says Faith, and it's got a little hoot owl on it. She sent me this little thing right here, and it's going to be pretty in my book. I've been working on a what do you call them books? It's here someplace. I know it is. Here it is. Paper bag journal. I've been working on that. So I've got some places in here like, okay, I've been working with and trying to figure out where I want to put what. And I might take this and trim it down and make a edging, like a tab for it, right? So I've been working in that little, and it's getting a gator mouth on it, y'all. It really is. So I gotta figure out what kind of tie I want to go on it. So she sent me a big one like that, and a little one like that, and a big one in the green, which this is flocked. I don't know if y'all can see that, but it's flocked paper. Isn't that pretty? She probably got it from Dana. She gave me a not a Rudolph, but maybe it's a Bambi page and I'm going to put that in my journal. And then she sent me this baby doll keeps sliding out of the pocket. She sent me come on now, turn around here. She sent me a card doll, a paper doll. I sent her two, so she sent me two, I think. She sent me two anyway, so because I sent her two. But one's got a long ponytail, and one's like me, got hair all over its head. Aren't they cute? And that's what she sent to me. Oh, wait a minute. And one more. One says preserve. You know what that says, right? I can say that word, y'all. I really can. Anyway, persevere. Anyway, that's what it says anyhow. So, I've been putting things in my little journal. Oh, and here, y'all know what this is, right? This is a pocket. Okay, this pocket is made from one of them little bags that you get that's got the glue end on it, that's got your stuff in it, them little bitty pieces. That's what that is. That's made out of one of them pockets. It's a pocket I made. Same thing as let's see if I got another one in here. That's not one of them. I got another one in here too that I made, but it's made out of one of them little plastic bags that you get little bitty things into. Thank you for the thumbs up, y'all. Thank y'all. But that's what that's made from, is one of them little plastic baggies that you get. All I did was I took some art glitter glue, and it doesn't show behind it, and I left the end of it closed, and I glued the back of it down. I split the side of it, and I made me a pocket. So it makes a great pocket. It's a little bit bigger than your than a ATC card. So, and then I got these things from Mary. I got two clusters from Mary that I won on Mary's string. I learned how to make this fold out pocket from Janet Nash. This is where I did my painting the other day, and I peeled the stuff off of it and made a little pocket from my cardboard stuff. Then I put die cuts in here. It's another one of the little pockets I made. This is from Stitch It Pam. She sent me the butterfly and the clusters and the other cluster. This is all from Stitch It Pam. And then, of course, my die cuts that I've been gluing in here, and put some more in there. This is a die cut that y'all just saw that I was working with. Here's the other pocket right here. I can't take them out, but I can show y'all. Can y'all see that? That's the end you open up when you take your stuff out of the bag. Well, that's what that is. It's just one of them little bags, and I just left the end of it shut, slit the other side of it, and made a pocket. So what do y'all think? Think that worked out good? So I haven't got anything in these pockets yet. I haven't made any tags for it. I made these. This is like a little torn secretarial pocket, but it's from the. I made a cardboard thing to make the marks for um, my jelly printing. And when I was done, I let it dry real good. I peeled off that part, and uh, that's what it came out to be. All right, then that's another die cut. I got these little hearts, and one of them broke, so I just put it in pieces down here at the bottom, and all the rest of them are up here floating around. That's a picture frame. That's another little picture frame. I didn't glue it down. Just that's Alice in Wonderland going through the looking glass, y'all. She's wandering around. Yeah, me too. It's and I think, what in the world am I gonna do all these little plastic baggies? Good girl, you're gonna get it done, huh, sister? This is another little thing, another little pocket I made. It's a little. This is where I took this pocket thing here and I laid it down and I left about a eighth of an inch on each side. I left enough overhang, and I haven't got anything in it right now, but I haven't decided. And then I had this little butterfly that's made of resin that just sparkles and everything. Um, Here's another one of the little bead girls that I did from Dawn's tutorial. I used green, so she's not really showing up real good, but she's embossed also, and I used it on the black, and then I did a couple of the button ones that, like I said, when I get my ink, my re-inker in, and I get that done, I'm gonna go over this, and I'm gonna emboss it with the clear. I keep saying triple thick, but it's not. It's ultra thick. So y'all don't get confused over what I say. And come on now, open it. There we go. That's the only bad thing about having a clear pocket. You can see through the pocket all the way through to what's behind it. But the other thing is you can't tell where to open it up at the. Anyway, but these little pockets, just so you know, they're a good size for ATC cards. They are. They're a good size for ATC cards. Let me pull it out. They're a good size for your ATC cards, and they fold in and they go right there. I'm sorry. So, and my little girl, she's going to go in here because she's big enough to fit in my pocket over here. She'll fit in my pocket back here. And she'll be right here in my pocket. I'm going to take my ATCs out of that pocket, though, and I'm going to sit her in that pocket. And she will fit perfectly in my little book. And then, see, I was showing y'all, I made another little torn pocket here that I could put a little goodie in if I want to. I haven't put anything in it yet, but I was just showing you. I haven't put anything in these pockets yet. I put these two things from Mary in here. And I put this. I had a dream about this one night. And I come in here and I sat down and I made it. And I thought it came out pretty good. It was just a piece of like cereal box or something. I think it come off of a rice package or something, and I cut it out, and I used decorative scissors to cut it with, and then I used a die cut here because I particularly liked the one that looked like a reflection in the water. I put a piece of lace over it. That lace used to be yellow, and then I painted the whole thing with the lace on it in my metallic green. Then I added the 3 sequins to it, put an eyelet, and this is just a couple of pieces of paper that um, I cut, and then I got this crimper thing that I crimped it on the. Oh yeah, I should. That's a good idea. That's because see, they're clear, you know. And this is another one. I'm going to pull these little things off of here. I got some goof off, and I used and I just I'm gonna pull these little tabs off, these little things off of it, and I'm gonna clean them up. And this is another little pocket, and I may leave it and just use the opening this way in this one. Just put it down like this, and but I haven't done anything with it yet. But this is what I'm talking about. You just get these little bags and you end up tossing them because you get too many of them or something. Make you some pockets. And most glue, if it dries clear, and this has got art glitter glue behind it. So if it dries clear, it don't show up. And what I love about it is you can see if you've got a pretty paper behind it, you can still see that pretty paper. So, but this little girl, she's a little bit too big for this book, so I'm gonna have to put her in a different book. I may take this one though and put her up front so that I see her right off the bat. Since isn't she pretty? Let me bring her little tail around here so you can see her. And there we go. And that way, when I open her up, and I did the same thing here. I took my little butterfly punch. I had some scrap paper, just little strips, and I glued a couple of them back here, like right here. And I just punched out butterflies, and I put them over here on this to kind of brighten it up a little bit. So, get yourself back in there. You don't belong out. And like I said, I got to find me a way that I want to make me a closure for it. Right? You better not be tearing something else up in there. He loves to run in here and find something I've dropped in the floor and go chew it up. He gets mad at me because I'm not sitting there and there holding him. Oh, thanks, Beth. I'm trying. I really am trying. But yes, I'm loving doing this book. It's mostly ideas that I've gotten somewhere else. Like, okay, I was on with Stacy and Stacy May the other day, and trying to figure out how to. These 2 pages I was working on, right? So I said, and so I tore this, and she said, put a piece of lace or something behind it. And I said, oh, that's a good idea. So that's how I come up with that, was because she told me how to do this. And then I just threw a bunch of die cuts in here. So if we do a die cut swap, I've got a bunch of die cuts already done. Like I got this little blue tree right here. I got the mates to the other trees. Out. I've got these trees too, but they're not a reflective. They're not reflective. But if I wanted them to be, I could just flip them down. Just do one up and one down and make reflection out of it. If that's what if I wanted it to reflect, but it would have to go this way because, as you see, it's too long the other way. So you can do all sorts of steps. But I got die cuts already done that I'm going to work with, and I got I was thinking I've got these real pretty wings. I got a real pretty wing here. See, and it's really pretty. And I thought that might be a good one to work with on a card, a sympathy card maybe. To do the, like I was showing you about this card here, what I wanted to try and something I'm going to work with. or if you got someone that's it's their birthday party or something like that, you could do something like this and make a card with it like that. Okay, sister, you can make a card with it like that because no matter what, you're gonna put it on. You're gonna back black with white, right? So it shows up great, right? Or if you've got a black card, you're gonna use white on it. But you take and you put the colors um, behind it, and you could do them at an angle instead of doing them up and down or straight across. You could do them at an angle, and it would look like a Mardi Gras mask, right? It would look like Mardi Gras, and that's my thought on it. You could do it with, you could do them with this right here. But anyway, let me move this out of the way and put this back up here because I want to show you what I was talking about again. Y'all want to see this, right? Y'all want to see what I was talking about? I'm talking about taking this and cutting it down about 1/8 of an inch, which gotta move stuff around here to get to my. See, Beth thought she had a small space to work in. Okay, so I want to do about 1/8 of an inch, and that's about 1/4 of an inch from this line to here, right? So what I want to do is, because I got to move it down here, y'all. Y'all may not be able to see what I'm doing, but I'm going to take it to this line right here. But because I need to see it better than what I can see it if I move it up, I'm going to bring it down here to where I can see it. And I'm going to put it about halfway, because this I've already got lined up. I'm going to put it about halfway, and I'll cut that 1/8 of an inch off. Okay? And that's going to leave me about 1/8 of an inch. And then I'm going to come back here and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to leave it about 1/8 of an inch. Okay, so I'm going to pull it over. Of course, that side was a little bit larger, see, than that, and it's going to be the same way here. I'm going to bring this over because I only wanted about 1/8 of an inch, and I'm having to measure it from this line over, from this cutting line over, so that I can see. So that's about 1/4 right there. So I want it about halfway in there. So that's what I'm doing. I'm doing about halfway there. And that's a pretty good sized piece of paper right there. I know it's trash, but it's not. It won't be trash when I'm done with it. Okay? So what I'm doing is I'm pulling it over. See these leaves here? I'm pulling it over, and then I'm moving it to the side to where I can line it up here with these leaves to where it's 1/8 of an inch. So that's what I'm doing down here, y'all. I'm pulling it over and then pulling it back to where it's 1/8 of an inch off. And then I have my cut. Okay? There's that cut. Now, what I want to do here is, there's my big side. And when I get through, I'll come back. Whatever's hanging over the edge, I'll cut it off with my scissors. Y'all see? Y'all see okay? Okay, Beth, thank you for being here. So that's what I'm going to do, is I'm going to come back here and I'm going to glue this down around it. And whatever's hanging off, of course, I will, I got to get me a better pen because this one keeps going all the way down in there, and I'm afraid I'm going to glue it shut one day. But whatever's hanging off, I'll come back with my scissors and I'll cut it from behind the card. That way, but it'll give y'all some idea of what I'm thinking about doing. And I thought that one wing, it's white, so I will put it, I will back it with black. I will do a border. That's what I'll do, is I'll what do you call it when you go to a framing shop? Mat it. I'll mat it. So that's what I'll do with it, is I'll mat it. And then I'm going to come back in here and I'm going to line this up as best as I can before the ink dries on me, or before the glue dries on me. Oop, come on now. Turn around here. Of course, I'm going to get this stuck down before. I'm not fast enough. My eyeballs won't let me be fast enough, will it? Will it? We'll have to figure out a new way to do this, though, because it just won't let me be fast enough to glue it all at once. And then when I get through with this, oops, I'll pull my scissors out over here, and where it's come behind it, I'll just clip it off. And that'll cover up my boo-boos. Well, most of them anyway. And that's kind of, I know it's off around it and everything, but like I said, this is going to be my sample of doing. So, hi Sharon, how you doing, hon? Thank you for being here. And that's kind of like my sample right there of what I'm doing here. And then you flip open your card, or you can put a little word right here, like happy birthday, thinking of you or something, or a thank you card, whatever, and you write your little note in there. And or if you wanted to, when you got through with this, instead of cutting it out and put it on here, you could cut it out and put it here and write your sentiment within this opening here. I saw things done that way, and I think they look really pretty that way. So, anyway, there's where that is. So, what do y'all think? Y'all think that'll be, a good card? Hi, Dusty. How are you? Y'all think that'll make a good card? Or maybe the next time when I'm looking at it, I will maybe hack off this side too to make it match the others. I don't know, but I haven't decided how I want to get it all done yet. Thank you, Janet. I like to make cards. That's one of the reasons why I got into die cutting. Is I like to make die cuts. I like to share die cuts. And I like to make them, and when I'm making them, I like to make a bunch of them. I don't know if that makes any sense about anything, but I like to make a bunch of die cuts when I'm making them. And and then later, if you want to, you can come back in here and maybe make little tips, say with some, you got some glitter stuff, you can make a little tip, in the center, or put a little glitter around it, here and there. Are you? I love die cuts. I've been doing die cuts for a while, and I've experimented in all kinds of ways with them myself. Yes, I did. I have to make sure I put that pen is so small, that pin head on it, I can't tell if I put it back in or not, so I have to go back and look at it. But Violet, I have plenty of dyes, and I have and paper and stuff, and I didn't even know your address if you need any of them. You realize that, right? But thank you. I'm glad I encouraged you to be creative with your die cut machine. It is fun. And see, now here is a little scrap piece of paper, and my little punchers will make some cute butterflies out of it. I didn't punch it all the way through, but it makes a cute butterfly. There we go. See, butterfly hole. I got a butterfly hole. So whenever I get ready for some little bitty pieces and all that stuff, I got little bitty pieces. And I've got other ones too. I've got one that's a heart and one that's a bone, a dog bone or whatever. And I got one that's a bell. I've got about 10 or 15 of these like this that my daughter bought me one year for Christmas. Because she knows me. I like punches and dies, and she knows me so well. So that's the technique I was working on today, trying to figure it out what I wanted to do, and then trying to figure out Fran's technique on making her papers look pretty. Mine aren't pretty like that, but they make pretty ATC cards, and mine aren't as pretty as y'all's are, but they're getting there. I'm learning. I'm learning something. um, Fiskars makes these. If I had two of them, I'd send you one. So, I mean, um, well, I'm getting there, Val, and I'm working on it. I really am. I'm trying to learn. My like I said, my papers aren't all that great, but if you think of it as a whole piece, but when you cut them up, they look great, don't they? I think they come out great. And I got this. I ordered some pretty beads from Tanya McGuire. She makes glass beads. So I ordered some beads, and she sent me the buttons. It's the button folder, and it's like a 3D folder. It's really a good, thick, deep folder. She sent me this when I ordered those, so I do appreciate that because I love the buttons, Thank you, Dawn. I appreciate that. Like I said, as I get better, things turn out a little bit different here and there, and I enjoy trying. But I guess we all figure, like kind of like Violet with her saying, well, I figured out how I don't have to make eyes or, stuff like that. And I think she draws beautifully myself, but I think she draws better than I do, but she says she doesn't. But I think that's kind of the way we all are. We think somebody else is always better than we are, don't we? That's what I think anyway. I always think everybody's better than I am. But, it's okay. I mean, we all have our own style, our own way of doing things, and I enjoy it. I enjoy doing, yes, she does. Matter of fact, I think I've got a package of the ones I ordered in here. I keep this little thing under my table. With some dies and die cuts and stuff in it. Here it is. That's one. I ordered 4 packs of these because I wanted them to put on my well, this thing here is just too shiny for y'all to see these things. Let me move stuff around here. But I ordered 4 packs of these, so there's 40 of them all together, and they're all multicolors like this one. I ordered me some, but look at this. Isn't that gorgeous? Isn't that going to make a beautiful dangle on something? I thought about using it, using some of them, but some of them are too big, but some of them are small enough I can use on my ornaments. Okay, so me too. Get to practice on something new. Use your die cuts for a different reason, or use your ink for in a new way. It's always nice. So anyway, I thought these would look cute as dangles. Like when I get through with this journal here, and I figure out a way to make me a hole right here and put me and make me a pretty dangle to go down it. So I would choose like that green one would go with it. Um, the white one, and I would go with it. Different ones would go with it, but um, that's what I thought about is making me some dangles, and I could put some on some put them. There's so many things you can do with these beads like this, and um, she's supposed to be checking because I need about 40 more of them. So um, it is all about the journey of having fun and enjoying yourself, and um, I don't know, just experimenting with new things. Like this right here was an experiment. I took an old piece of cardboard. I glued this. I took a glue stick actually and glued a piece of lace over it. Cut it with my scissors, and painted it with some metallic paint. Then I took a die cut, and I mean that's what it come out. And then I took some paper and all that, and I put on the other side of it. You can see that's where. And then I went around it with I don't know if y'all can see that or not, but I took a marker, a silver marker, silver metallic marker, and went all the way around the edge of it. And that's how I did that, and then I cut it. Um, that way, when I was off or something on putting these papers down, it still looked halfway decent. And then that was just some scrap material. I run it through my little machine to crimp it. Put it on a bulb pen. Put me a little eyelet in there. And I took it and cut it with the scissors first, and then I run it through my crimper and put it on yeah, put it on my crimping machine and flipped it through there. Then I did these with techniques. I'm using one technique at a time. I'm not trying to try them all at once now, Violet. Don't think I'm trying to try everything that Fran does all at once, because she's just way too good for me. Um, and I see something, I want to try it. I got me some black paper and went out and started painting on black paper. um, yeah, that's the way I am. There's a lot of things that I find that I don't really like that I've done, but like you say, other people seem to like them, so I just leave them alone, and I mark it up to saying, okay, I really like that over there, so I don't have to look at it all the time, right? So no, you didn't. Oh, that's what I wanted to ask you about. Did you ever get your I sent 2 needles. I didn't send the other 2 yet. Did you get your crochet hooks? You don't call them needles. I call them needles. There were 5 of them, but one of them I dropped and broke. So did you ever get the 2 that I sent you? No, I didn't get any button dies. I did order me some. They're somewhere around here. Um, but I did order some from what do you call that place? Timu a while back. But no, I did order some, but I didn't. You didn't send me some, so you must send them to somebody else. But the other, the needles, did you get them? The crochet hooks, Violet, the bone crochet hooks. Did you get those? You remember I asked you if you wanted them, and you first said no, and then you said yeah, because I can't use them. You know, my eyes and hands won't let me use them little needles, and I know you use them all the time. Um, I sent you pictures of them. Remember that? Yeah, back then. I sent you two of them. I didn't send you all four of them because I didn't want to take the chance on on them getting broke because I dropped one of them. There was five of them altogether. I dropped one and the whole tip of it broke off. So I'm not sending you that one. So I'm not sending you that one, but I was going to wait until you let me know you got the other 2% more. Well, Violet, wouldn't you know if you had opened a package from me and it had bone hooks in them? Or are you like me, forgetful? But anyway, I don't want to keep you. I know there's other people on that y'all want to spend some time with too. I don't know. Is Fran coming on today? Or maybe um, Miriam or somebody else. I don't know who's coming on today, but I know Beth comes on tonight. But other than that, oh really? Where'd she go? To me, her house is on vacation. Okay. Thank you, Dawn. I appreciate that. As you see, I've been doing what you said to do. I've been doing Fran's thing and Dawn's thing and somebody else's thing, and I'm gonna find that video because I had it. I could have sworn I wrote it down. But whew, as you see, uh, I'm scatterbrained. So, but I have fun. So, oh my God. Oh, she's on vacation with her family being there though. You know it. You know it. So yeah. Anyway, that's not a fancy card, but I think it's a cute one. Okay. Well, I'm gonna let y'all go. Y'all have a good day and thank you so much everybody for being here. Have a great day.